P-Storm.
Welcome back to P-Storm. We're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and we are about to finish up Episode 2. So when we last left off, we had discovered that Eenie Meiny may be the person who murdered person who murdered Dr. Gray, but, who knows, maybe there's a chance she didn't do it. Maybe it wasn't Eenie.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eenie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt...
Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ha! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say your own situation?
Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you prove Miss Eenie Meiny had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meiny and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that's the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meiny, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Meiny, if you please.
Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped, too. So, I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was all the talk in the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Ugh!
Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Meiny's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was May 2nd. And our accident was on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was totally tired, so that's why, duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was cause the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Yeah, let's press harder. Maybe we can get some more facts out of it. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally... Oh. I like didn't have my license, so like I couldn't take over driving for her.
Then what is this?
Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how'd you know he was perverted? Ouch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November. Wait, shouldn't the date be on her driver's license? The date it was issued? Couldn't you just... That accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just look at the fucking license. Just look at the date that the license was issued. What in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ow! Cry and my wit will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would, like, let me drive. Ow! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think this situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Okay, the passenger seat. Is that right? Because I distinctly recall that she got out the right side of the door. Oh wait, that is the passenger seat. My bad. Let's press the statement though. And that was when the accident occurred, right? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. But we have to attack it. And by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There's a path, I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big-name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she's said in the last few minutes is her utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage, ever? Why'd she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
And it was a really special model. She had waited a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars will be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor.
Yes?
Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about it being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then...
That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point... I don't know what the point is, either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. A totally special model from England, you say? Let me press it first. I yelled, "Hold it," pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. So, yes. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kinda goofy, isn't it? What do you know? Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Yeah, I think this might be it. Yep. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite for a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
Ah! What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat.
Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbing nonsense again. Edie said the person who was driving her was her older sister, Mimi Miney.
That's what Eni said, yes. But that's where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? And the answer is Eenie Miney, of course.
Why would you say that?
Miss Eenie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was.
Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eenie Miney had not yet received her driver's license.
And that's why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the... Oh. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question. The next
question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic rules is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name
is Mimi Miney.
Mimi Miney. That's your real name.
Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance?
The witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No!
But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then the body they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean? Ah!
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
Well, Miss Miss Von Karma. Ah!
Why did you say my name just now?
Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it.
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as... why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay.
This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma.
I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
Yow!
Ow, 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 ow.
And one more for good measure.
Phoenix. Hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix!
This court is a fraud, a sham.
Now then, it looks like there will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Congratulations, Maya.
Sis!
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing?
Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I?
No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream.
You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. Smelled like boob sweat. I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago.
That's right. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Mimey had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my Aunt Wen did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney out with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't you just let it be?
Nick, please, I need an answer.
The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... I know the reason, but I don't know what, I don't know what the right evidence is to present here. I guess I'll go with Pearl's profile? No, that's not...
Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karine Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then?
The Branch family, my aunt.
No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls.
Ah,
Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls could become the next master.
yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Date and time unknown. Detention center, solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Poe, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurine, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Okay. And that was episode 2 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. But if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. And we'll see you in episode 3.